Hey guys, my name is Michael Cabrera, and today is the last week of March. So I decided, why not? Let's make this video my top three coins for today, this week, this month. I don't know, whatever you want to title this video, and a couple other examples we might want to look at while the markets are sort of going through a roller coaster ride right now. As you can see, for the past 7 days, a lot of these have been going up and down like crazy, and some people have been losing a lot of money, some people have been making some money. So let's get into it. Before we get into the video, I just want to say a little thing about the last one, about EOS, the Brock Pierce scandal. That was not the primary motivation for me selling my EOS. That was more so I had to pay the bills, and I sold Neo, I sold Cardano, I sold a couple others. Litecoin and Ripple took quite a tumble, and EOS is back up at $7, so it's not like, I sold it right around here, or maybe even more. But it's interesting, whenever someone calls me a fudder, it's usually on videos that aren't even going against this. I've been a long-term believer in EOS, but some people get threatened when, they have thousands of dollars or more on the line, and they decide, oh, you know what, this video's going against my beliefs. Let's try and defend myself, call this person a fudder, even though you don't watch the entire video. But anyways, I just want to remind you guys that during these emotional periods, as you can see, the graph has been going all over the place the past couple of days, the past couple of weeks, to keep a cool, calm, level head about this. And as long as you have a normal approach to the situation, you're able to make some money. So in regards to these cryptocurrencies that we're going to be discussing today, I just want to also remind you that I'm not a financial advisor, and any YouTuber that tells you immediately go into something, well, you should be a little bit skeptical of what they're discussing. But this is stuff that you should just look into, do your own research, and these are coins that I've been following for quite some time. I've made discussion about most of these coins. There will be some that are newly introduced today, but that's going to be interesting. So let's begin. The cryptocurrency market cap is around $331 billion. A decent drop from where it was back in December, but let's hope that this December is going to be fantastic. And that's what a lot of you guys are hoping for, that this winter you're going to have some money. These are more so cryptocurrencies that you should be looking into for the next couple of months instead of looking for a get rich quick kind of thing. That's not what we're talking about here. Although there is a chance that maybe one of these pops up within the next couple of days and everything's going to be fine. But the first one we're going to discuss, as you can see, I have my usual set of tabs here. We've been doing some research on Deep Onion, wink wink. I'm excited to chat about that in the future, but first, Rafirem. So Rafirem is down to 0.009. That is a sad place for it to be, because it's under a penny, where, as you can see, it had quite the tumble, but it was one of the most hyped ICOs of last year. If you remember, it was the first ICO to hit a Telegram limit of 50,000, then 75,000, then 100,000, and the most overhyped ICO then turned around on its investors and decided, you know what, we sold out. And everyone's like, wait, the pre-sale didn't even happen yet. What do you mean sold out? So it went to private, but now it was listed. It's got a market cap of $21 million, and one of the most overhyped ICOs, where a lot of people didn't get the tokens that they wanted to get, is now under a penny. It's in a pretty cheap position to be in, but that's something to look into. Storm has been doing quite well. Recently it had a spike, as you can see, 43%. So as soon as something goes up and it's double digits green, that's not when you should be buying. And I'm not necessarily making a video about what you should buy this hour, but maybe when it drops a little, maybe it has a double digit red day, that might be a good time to look into it. Because again, this one fell quite a bit, and you got to be looking at the long-term scale of these things. This one's super cheap, right? It's 3.5 pennies. It's a coin that you're able to get a lot of. Now, this recent spike of about a penny here over the past 24 hours has been due to the fact that, there's been a mobile application in development, and 2 exchanges were rumored, and there's been some stuff going on with that. So Storm people, the Storm community, is getting super excited about that. And they also have a pretty dope website, but this was a project I never spoke about before. This is something that has quite a bit of potential. Currently, it's got around $149 million going into it. Another one that was extremely hyped is Polymath. I remember these guys running around the conference. Last year, there was a lot of people who We're super excited about this, and here it is. By the way, I got some information. I took a stroll into the forest. So Polymath has been quite another hype project, and a lot of influencers, a lot of bloggers who are big into the crypto sphere were going full out with this logo. I mean, that's one of my favorite logos, to be quite honest, out of all the cryptocurrencies there. Just because I remember those guys running around the conferences with the t-shirts. They should have had a better booth, but their logos were pretty cool. They still have got money anyways, so it's the same pattern. It fell down a little bit, and if there's some big news or if the market turns around over the next couple of months, then something's gonna happen. Hey, maybe it turns out something like, let's chat about really quick Indahash, because it had a gain today of 10%. It's at 0.0016, which is quite a difference from where it was yesterday. It actually doubled because, sure, the Ethereum price fell down. That's why it's only at 8.5 cents. I mean, who knew that Ethereum would fall from its peak of like $1,400 to a low of $480? Now it's doing what, like 525, 528, something like that. So Indahash had quite a tumble here, but it got listed on an exchange yesterday. There were some rumors about it. It finally happened. And the buyback program, well, it started in March, and all the next months after it, there's going to be a lot going on. So this is another one that obviously I'm biased, and a lot of people were going in. They're saying, "Hey, what happened with Indahash? You were scammed." No, it's just that the market's turned around, and that's what happens. You see a lot of projects. I mean, same with B token, boo doo 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 doo. This is stuff that, okay, this one was only out for like a month. You got to give it more than a couple of months here, and finally Indahash looks like it might have a chance to turn around, but I'm not too worried. Unfortunately, I did sell all my Indahash tokens. Same scenario as the EOS, same scenario as everything else, and it kind of sucks that Maserati went out the window, where my Indahash tokens were at its peak value of around what, $75,000, and I sold it for $8,000. And to me, it's like the EOS was at a profit, because I bought it at like $3, so selling at $7, whatever. Indahash, I didn't invest. Like, I invested a little bit, and the rest was from a sponsored video, which even that price of $8,000 was more than my $7,000 price. So, it starts to collect a little bit. And with B token, I mean, all of these tokens, we got to give it some time. We got to see what's going on. But other than Indahash, my top three would be Storm, Poly, and Rafirem. Rafirem has the cheapest price. There's a lot of other good ones. I mean, if we look at what's happening in the crypto markets, I really like EOS, I really like Cardano, but Cardano fell, and I don't know, it's going to a point where it's getting extremely, extremely cheap. Ripple's heading towards an extremely cheap direction. EOS, it depends on what cheap is in your definition. EOS's $7 might scare away some people. There's another good one that's Salt, and Salt is a little bit less than EOS, but still some people are looking for the penny cryptos. Verge had a explosion, and Icon had an explosion. As you can see, 17.7%. Icon's making a comeback, as some people would say it. But anyways, if you didn't have those three projects on your list, maybe you should look into them, and we're going to explore what's going on with them a little bit later. Oh, here's another one, Tron. Yeah, I sold that. And some people were saying that Tron was a scam when I made a video about it. And that was I bought around the price point that it's at right now, 3.9. I sold it eventually around 5 pennies because I didn't care, whatever, it was still profit. And the peak was 18.5 pennies. Now, here's another interesting aspect of traveling and working in cryptocurrencies. By the way, TravelBlock's doing quite well, and we're excited for the pre-sale to end, because then we're going to be able to unveil a lot of things. But I wasn't even supposed to go into that. So I went on a plane, and since cryptocurrencies are kind of like the Forex markets where it's 24/7, if it's a 10, 12-hour flight, a lot can change, where suddenly my Steam devalued by a couple $1,000s, I remember, in December. And I was like, I'm just going to leave it till after the flight. I learned a lot. So if you can, try and get those flights with secured Wi-Fi. But anyways, my name is Michael Cabrera. Thanks so much for watching this video today. If you are interested in learning more information and you enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you didn't like this video, you can leave something down below for me to read. Maybe I'll read it. And other than that, have a wonderful rest of your day. It is sunny over here in Cancun. I went back down to Cancun. I was in Chicago. I was in Washington, D.C. I was in Copenhagen this past week, so it's been an interesting adventure. Anyways.